Hi, this is Marianne from Auxilium Mortgage, and today we're talking about traveling, because this is the time of year where a lot of people just want to get away. Holidays are over, weather's really dreary. So a couple of things to keep in mind when it comes to traveling and insurance. If you're doing a trip and you're not driving, you're flying off somewhere fun, you definitely want to make sure that you get travel medical insurance. Because essentially if you get sick or get into an accident while you're away from home, you could be stuck with the medical bills. And if you're going somewhere like the US, where medical bills can be very high, you definitely don't want that to happen. So travel insurance is a really good idea to purchase. Keep in mind it does get more expensive as you get older, but it's still well worth it. A lot of companies will also still cover things like pre-existing medical conditions. So definitely shop around and see if you can get the best deal. But it's definitely a must. Also even for traveling within Canada, because your BC medical is only going to cover you for things that would be covered in BC. So something like air ambulance or just ambulance in general might not even be covered, and some provinces even make you pay up front for treatment. So always a good idea to look into. If you're going to be driving somewhere, so if you prefer to jump in your RV and take off for a road trip, or if you're a snowbird that likes to get away for a few months out of the year, of course getting travel insurance is still a good idea. And there's lots of different options for extended stays, or if you do it multiple times a year, you can also look into annual policies, which are great and they auto-renew. When it comes to driving outside of Canada, especially with RVs, you would want to double check that your liability coverage is adequate, because claims do tend to be higher in the US. And also, you want to look into extra coverages too. So things like emergency roadside for your RV. If you have a breakdown, do you have some coverage for towing? Because obviously that's going to cost more because it's a bigger vehicle. And also things like your contents, because they're generally not covered by your auto insurance policy. So it'd be covered under your home policy, and there could be a high deductible. So you might want to look into getting quotes for private optional coverage for your RV, so that you have some coverage for things like your contents and getting your vehicle home in the event of an accident. And another point is if you like to drive to Mexico, BC insurance is valid. So you have to take out Mexican insurance in Mexico. And keep all your paperwork, like your border entry stuff, because you may be able to get a refund from your BC insurer while you're down there. So there's a few points to consider, but definitely good things to set up before you get away, so that you're protected if something bad happens. So as always, if you have any questions about mortgage-related stuff, definitely feel free to give us a call. We're happy to help you here at Auxilium. 250-590-6520. We look forward to hearing from you. Thanks so much.